Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Delicious things to eat.
The popcorn can't be beat. The sparkling drinks are just dandy. The chocolate bars and the candy. So let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat. Let's all go to the lobby to get ourselves a treat.
Now to pause and refresh.
Minutes to go. Four minutes to go to showtime. It's intermission. Rise and stretch time. Time to refresh yourself and visit our snack bar. Got a yen for hot popcorn? Your favorite soft drinks are sparkling cold. The juicy Frank's sizzling hot. There's delicious coffee, freshly brewed, and all kinds of ice cream and candy to tempt you. Showtime will be announced loud and clear to get you back to your car in time. So stretch your legs. Come to the snack bar now. The crowds are thinning out at the snack bar, folks, and there are still 3 minutes till showtime. You can easily make it for something that'll just hit the spot. How about it? Don't waste a second of refreshment time. You'll find such an appetizing assortment of refreshments at the snack bar, you won't be able to decide what to ask for first. All of your snack bar favorites are there, including fresh peanuts, hot popcorn, and candy of all kinds. And believe us, you've never eaten better hot dogs, crisper French fries, or more delicious buttered popcorn. Minutes to go to the snack bar for a quick refresher before showtime. No crowds to buck, just go get it. You'll be sorry you missed your chance to enjoy some of the many tempting goodies waiting for you. Stretch your legs now while the stretching's good. There's still time to get a mouth-watering hot dog, a sparkling ice-cold soda, assorted flavors of ice cream, all kinds of candy, the most delicious steaming hot coffee you ever drank, and freshly popped popcorn piping hot.
Gives a demonstration of my new invention, the goodies machine. Special for patrons of this drive-in, the machine turns out delicious hot doggies one after the other. And thirst-quenching sodas also. Gives popcorn of the most tasty kind, plain unbuttered. Candy too, crunchy and dandy. Steaming hot coffee and ice cream too. These goodies are at a snack bar just waiting for you.
One minute left to top off the evening with a treat from our snack bar. Still time if you hurry. Last call for refreshments, folks. Go right this second to get something good to eat and drink to enjoy now or during the rest of the show.
Hey guys, Ronnie Mac here. You guys know me as MrHairArt, owner of the Shops Salons NETWORK, the Hair Art Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. I'm here at our new facility in Dallas, Texas. We're right here off the freeway. We got a lot of traffic coming through here, so you know Mobile Salons is about to blow up. We are building, this is one of our locations where we build mobile salons. You can see all of the bays where we actually take in the buses and we create the Mobile Salon Buses here. Everyone asks us, where do we put them together? How do we do the process? Well, we're gonna show this particular building from start to finish as much as we can without violating too much of our privacy policies for our customers. A lot of the mobile salon operators don't like their buses being shown for their secrets of how they're putting them together and whatnot. So we're gonna show you guys how we're putting this shop together, how the business works, what we do to do the customization of the buses, and what all we put into them and all that good stuff. So you'll see that end to end. But if you're a barber or stylist and you're looking to go mobile, you need to go to our website, www.mobilesalons.com. That's where you get started. Get your monies together, get your heart right, and start getting serious about moving on this business, because it is taking over. If you're a barber that's sitting in a barber shop waiting on customers to come to you, you're gonna have a problem, because these barbers are going mobile. They're going to the customer, so they're getting their money automatically right off the bat. So you don't want to be the competition to that, because they're going to the customer and getting that money directly. If you're an investor, you want to be investing in a business that's safe, that is recession proof. Everybody has hair. You know, everybody wants to get their hair done, and today's day and age, everybody's looking for convenience, that convenience factor. So this is it. This is the mobile salon business. This is what we do. So we want you guys to come on board and invest in something that's actually moving, and it's going to be a safe bet for you to double, triple, even, you know, make even more money off of investing your money, putting your money to work. If you're an advertiser, if you're a sponsor or advertiser, this is a new wave.
Ladies and gentlemen, Ronnie Mac here. You guys know me as MrHairArt. I'm showing this video today just to give you a heads up. Mobile salon display advertising is here. We not only have the ability to do custom vehicle wraps, advertising company brands and products, we now have the ability to run video commercials on the inside and outside digital displays of all of our mobile barbershops and beauty salons. Contact us now to sign up for one of our new hair art and mobile salon advertising packages.
Okay, advertising in mobile salons, even advertising in hair art, advertising on people's heads in hair art advertising, hair art designs. Go to www.mobilesalons.com. You'll see all of that information on how you get into this business, and how you advertise and sponsor one or more of our buses. Is definitely going to be worth it. Man, look at all that traffic. Wow, we are going to blow up, people. We're right in the heart of Dallas, Texas, so we're going to be able to crank these buses out and ship them all over the country. That's our mission. We got a lot of buses rolling right now, but we're trying to get a minimum. We're trying to get several hundred buses a year put out to take control and make sure that we have the proper representation for all of you advertisers out there that want to advertise on Mobile Salon Buses. So this is our 4th location. It's basically going to help us to get all of the buses that we need on the road out there. And it's going to be beautiful. All right, we take the shuttle buses and convert them into mobile barbershops and beauty salons. It's about to be explosive. All right, so get in on it, guys. It's definitely worth your time and effort and money to invest in something that's actually going to work for you. Everybody has hair. Like I said, everybody wants that convenience factor of having their barber or stylist come to them. That's what mobile salons do. All right, I'll come back to you guys shortly and start showing you all of the process of us setting this thing up and getting going. So appreciate your time and effort. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember our motto: respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace. All right, what's happening, everybody? What's up? What's up? Welcome, everybody. Welcome to the MOBALON sponsor, MrHairArt show. I'm your host, Ronnie Mac. I know it's a little dark right now. I'm actually moving around, and I'm on a mission right now. So let me get some things squared away, and then I can get to y'all in just a moment and let you know what all is going on. Get everything squared away. Let me try to turn it on sideways. There we go. That's maybe working. All right. Yeah. Okay. First I gotta load up. What's happening, everybody? What's happening? Yeah, I'm rolling out right now. I'm headed out right now. Okay, I'm trying to do multiple things at the same time, guys. So y'all give me a minute. Oh, watch I get everything set up and in position. Yeah, I'm on my way to the store. I got several things I gotta do and get prepared for. We got some activity coming up here shortly. And we got a couple of things that we gotta take care of on screen. Screen's doing weird things here. Sorry about that, guys. I'm kind of multitask. I'm not really doing a good job of it, but all right, that's not gonna work. That looks crazy. I don't think I can open it. Run it. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it like that. And then we're gonna roll from here. How about that? If I can get I got a rig. I got a rig that I normally use, but I don't have it right now. I'm gonna get it so I can, because I'm doing a lot of runs. And when you're doing this many runs, you definitely need to have all your stuff set up. All right. What's happening, everybody? We're rolling. I'm Ronnie Mac on the Shops Salons Network, the MrHairArt Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network. Let me turn my camera on, my dash cam. Hold on. Cancel. All right. Do not roll without your dash cams, guys. Everybody, if you're rolling, especially, I hate to have to say this, but especially if you are of our persuasion, if you are a person of our persuasion, of darker persuasion, of any type of color, you better have your dash cam on. And I'm not a proponent of bashing the police or the law or the authority. I'm just a realist. I hate when people sit up there and live in a delusional state. Guys, I don't do that. I don't do that. I don't sit up here, oh no, there's no such thing as bad cops. Really? I don't know what country you live in. That's like saying there's no such thing as bad people. Cops are people. There are bad people in the world. Just like there's good people in the world. There's good and bad people in the world. And unfortunately, you run across good and bad people. So when that happens, there's things that you do when you know that is the state of reality. There's good and bad people in the world. You don't go in your house and not lock the door behind you. You don't leave your house and not lock the door behind you. Why? Because you know that there's good and bad people in the world. If there are people in the world, then yeah, leave your house and leave the door unlock, hell, leave it wide open. Let it breathe and keep your house nice and breezy and fresh and all that good stuff. If there's no bad people in the house, in the world, if there's nobody that's going to come through and take some of your shit that doesn't belong to them because you're living in a delusional state, don't do that. Don't live that way. There's good and bad people, and y'all know I'm fair. There's good and bad people in the world, so that's what it is. Now, my situation as it stands is we're in the barber and beauty industry, and we're rolling mobile salons, mobile barber and beauty salons, and we're now getting reports that our guys are being pulled over at a more alarming rate than usual. And I can only attest that to being, these are new things that we're doing. This is new elements that we're taking under the influence of, and all of these things they're just new. We've never been here before. So when I tell my operators to roll with caution, normally they know what I mean. But a lot of our guys, I have to let them know, hey, y'all need to make sure that y'all are driving properly. Y'all are not speeding. Y'all are not doing things that you're not supposed to be doing. You're not parking where you're not supposed to park. You're bottom line obeying all of the laws and all of the rules and regulations that are out here, especially with you being in a unit that is brand new and not a normal thing, not a regular thing. So because when you're pulled over or they're trying to figure out who you are and what you're doing and all of that, if you have a calm head and you know how to speak to the authorities, then you're going to be just fine. But if you are challenging them or turning this thing into a battle between you and the authorities, that's not a good idea, guys. That's not a good idea, and that's one of the lessons in our school that we have. One of the chapters is to make sure that you are conducting yourself properly and respectfully when you're operating this business. This is not a all day do what you want to do path that you have. That's not how this works. You must obey the laws. You can't be speeding. You can't be parking wherever you want to park. And if they pull you over, stop you, answer their questions, give them the proper information, especially if you're parking. Most of the stuff is not when they're driving. It's when these guys are parked. And if they're parked in stores or shopping centers or areas, especially if you guys have not taken the time to get permission to park there and you're out there with your client doing hair and nobody knows that you're there or nobody knows who you are, and the authorities are called because you're out there doing God knows what in this bus, in this van, you have to understand they don't know what the hell is going on. They don't know what you're doing because you never alerted anybody. You never went through the proper protocol to get everything handled correctly to where you got permission to be on property. You have all of your paperwork in order and the whole 9 yards. That's protocol, guys. That's protocol. And I apologize because that wasn't the subject of this live, but because we're having so many issues to pop up, I have to address it. And y'all know I'll address anything that comes across my table, especially if it's something that's immediate or something that can be handled without going further or deeper down the road of becoming more or a bigger problem. That's normally what I try to do with these lives is address any issues any and all issues that could be addressed, that could save a lot of people and get them out of the range of problematic situations, literally, so that they don't run into these issues. If you hear me talking about this type of situation and you take heed to it, so that the next time you're entering into that situation, you know exactly what to do, that's the best scenario. That's the best way to handle any of these items that are coming across our table right now, because there's a lot of people that are engaging in practices that are not okay, that are not clear in buses. These are operators. So, and of course, I'm not going to name names and call anybody out. I'm just going to say, this situation is happening. That situation is happening. It's not okay. I'm going to guide and direct and basically coach whomever through this situation, and put this information out there so that anybody else that's going through this issue will know what to do, and hopefully not go through it themselves, not encounter the same thing themselves. Like, for instance, going and parking at a shopping center, not just a store like Walmart or Target, parking at a shopping center and doing someone's hair, and then security rolls up and starts questioning you about who you are and what you're doing there. If you don't answer their questions, correctly, not only will they call the proper authorities, the police, not only will they call the police, they're going to escalate the situation and give the police a lot of information that would not otherwise be given. So basically, it's the difference between getting a phone call saying 911, we have someone on property, we're just trying to figure out what's going on. If you can send a unit out here to kind of mediate this situation so that we can get everything taken care of, we greatly appreciate it. That's what the police are for. They're mediators, they're referees, they're the ones who come out and make sure everything is copacetic. They're peacekeepers. That's what the police, that's what their main job is to be keepers of the peace. Okay. But if they get a call like, there's a guy that's being irate, there's a guy, he's cursing and he's doing things and we don't know what he's doing on this bus. If they're on our property without permission and we don't know what they have on board, it could be a gun, it could be a weapon, it could be nuclear weapons. We don't know, but it's very scary, and all of the customers in this entire shopping center are scared to death. Really? And that's all because you escalated the problem. You escalated the situation instead of de-escalating. You didn't give them proper information to put them at ease and help them to understand what it is you're doing and what the thing is that you're in. A mobile salon, a mobile barbershop, or a service vehicle, or what have you. There's a way to do it the right way, and there's a way to do it the wrong way. Okay, so this whole thing kind of boils down to that premise, is actually doing things the right way instead of the wrong way. So we're gonna, and when you guys go through the school and when we actually get into these matters, I think personally it's going to be entertaining. It's going to be educational. It's informational. It's something that people can hear and see, and it helps them. Even if they're not barbers or stylists, even if they're not mobile salon operators, I think this will help a lot of people, because again, I'm coach, and a lot of the issues that we're going through and the situations that we're in are beneficial to everybody, not just in our industry. Everybody in our industry and out of our industry, there's a ton of items and things that they could be beneficial to us all. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure that everybody understands going through the school is crucial. We have a ton of new things that's coming through, and I apologize to, we have about 20 or 30 people that are on hold right now. And the school we're tweaking all these different things. We're trying our best to get everything absolutely as right as we can get it. We're not trying to get it perfect. We're just trying to get it as right as we can get it to move you guys along. There's some issues with some of those components, and we're trying to make sure that everybody that we can at least address those issues for you all. That's pretty much it. Because I can't, and just understand me when I say this. We have a responsibility when it comes to the school and our business plan, our setup. We have a responsibility to our sponsors. And if we were just letting people just smooth right through the school, we are definitely going to continue to have the problems that we're having right now, and they will get bigger and worse. So, like I said, I apologize to the people that are currently in the school, because the people that have already graduated and gotten into buses and that are out there on the streets, when they make the mistakes that they make, that triggers my company to create the precautionary measures that we put in place so that doesn't happen again. So here's your example. If I own a store and I have a problem with people coming up to the register and my cashier is ringing up people and they're ringing them up wrong because they can't read the tag or the UPC code or the number of how much it is. If that's happening enough or just in a severe enough manner, what do you think is going to happen to management? What do you think is going to happen with the owners of that store? Myself, what do you think I'm going to do? I'm going to not only work to fix that problem, but I'm going to make sure that the new employees, employees that are coming on board, not only all of the employees that are currently working, but all of the new employees are what? Properly trained, retrained, and properly trained. I'm going to fix that system that's broken. I'm going to fix that, and then I'm going to re-educate and retrain all of the cashiers and the employees that are currently working. And I'm also going to structure the training program that we currently have in place for all of the potential employees that are coming on board. I'm going to retrain them, or I'm going to revamp the program and to train them in the new way of operating the cash register. That's proper procedure. That's just how it works. So unfortunately, that is a burden. Unfortunately, that is going to cause everybody that's in the field right now to be slowed down and retrained. That's going to cause everybody that's in the school right now to be slowed down or even stopped while we revamp the system, while we change components in the school that are problematic or that could cause a problem when you get out in the field. When I see things that are not going to work when you get out there, I'm going to shut it down. I'm going to pause everything. I'm going to make the corrections. I'm going to make the fixes and the adjustments, and then I'm going to ramp back up. I'm going to get started again. That's how we work. And that's because we're in the beginning phases of this whole business and this launch of this program. And I have no choice but to make sure that this thing works and it is correct. Guys, let me say this. I know I have some cynical people out here. I know I have some really antsy people that are in the school. I know I have some really, and I say antsy in the most respectful way that I possibly can, but I know I have some real anxious people that are really anxious to get into these buses and really anxious to get out here and get to work. But you have to understand, and let me say this, you have to understand, if you were in my shoes,
If you was in my position, I promise you, if you did not take the measures that I'm taking, you would be in very, very big trouble. Your company, your business would be destined to fail. Destined to fail. It is absolutely no question in my mind or in all of business reality. Your business, your operation, your program, your whole system will fail because you are neglecting the problems that are at hand and the issues that need to be addressed. You're neglecting. You're basically saying, no, just keep going, just keep going. Put more fuel on this fire. Put more uneducated and untrained people in these buses that are sponsored by sponsors, advertisers, companies, corporations. Put more people that do not have the proper education and the proper training behind the wheels of these buses. If you mess around and think that you can continue to do that, you are destined to fail. Okay, so I put out the challenge last week. Week before last, I believe. And I told everybody, any and everybody, we had an open door to anybody that wanted to get out of the program. Because once you start reading and seeing how the program works, people can get antsy. People can say, "Oh, I don't like that. I don't like that." We had an open door for people who were currently in the system and were in good standing. If you wanted to get out, you were able to get out with no questions asked, get a refund, and get your monies and walk away. That's what we put up because we were making some pretty big changes and making sure that the program was sound and it worked, and we would not be faced with everything from lawsuits and putting people in harm's way, even people getting hurt. It's our responsibility to make sure that we are being responsible with this company and with this business. There's I can't say a lot of I can't say a lot of the information or the things that happen, but because when things happen, it is private. But if it's something that needs to be addressed, and we cover it with taking care of others as well, then I would put that out there in the most discreet manner possible to make sure that it doesn't happen again. If you're prone to plugging in a lot of things in the bus that overheats those batteries and overheats the wires and starts a fire, obviously I would put that out through the network and tell people don't do that. There's a guy or there's a girl who plugged up too many things and turned them all on maximum, and it heated up the battery, heated up the plugs and the wires and everything, and it overheated and it started a fire on the bus. So don't do that. If that happened to someone, I wouldn't be trying to bust them out or embarrass them. I would be letting them know what happened and informing others that had happened so that it doesn't happen again. That's pretty much it. We just don't want those types of things happening on that level, all because the information is not shared. Now, that was quasi a situation that happened. It didn't start a fire, but it did get overheated because they had 20 dryers plugged up and running them on high. You can't do that. You can't do it. You're not in a shop. You're not in a brick and mortar. You can't plug up a whole bunch of things and just turn them on and think that they're going to work just fine. You're in a vehicle. It doesn't work like that. In the school, it'll teach you what you can and cannot do. Just like I told you guys the other day, you can't just shampoo hair and then just be running that water and lollygagging and talking. I had this issue happen again. I thought I've handled it. This is another example. I thought I handled it, but the issue happened again where someone ran out of water in the middle of a perm and did not have the ability to rinse the customer's hair because they ran out of water. You don't have unlimited water.
You don't. This is a bus, a vehicle. You're on location. You're away from a water supply. You have to be mindful of how much water you have on board. You have to be watching your water usage. You have to be watching how much you have in your tank. You have to be watching how many clients you're scheduling versus how much water you have and how many stops you're going to be making to refill the water and dump the dirty water. I had someone overfill the gray water tank because they didn't dump it. It literally just overfilled. They think they can just put a water hose in there and just fill up the water tank. Just keep filling it up. You need more water, fill it up some more. You didn't dump the last water that when you filled it up. You didn't dump the water. You got a bunch of gray water. There's different water. There's fresh water, there's gray water, and there's black water. Fresh water is the water that you put in that you use in your sinks and your toilets and your shampoo bowls and whatnot. That's the fresh water. Gray water is this water that comes out of your sink, from washing hands, from washing hair, from doing regular routine things with water. And then black water is water from your toilet, the dirty water. Okay, so when you're using these water tanks, they're separated, but you can't just keep filling up your fresh water tank and using it. That water's going. That water's going. Thank you, Shania. Thank you, Shania. She did a donation. She said, "Great information. Love the company. I'm all on board." Okay, thank you, Shania, for your donation and your words of encouragement and appreciation. I appreciate you as well. But that's the whole point, guys. Is knowing what you're getting into, knowing what we're doing here. This is not a small feat. This is not a small thing that we're doing. This is a huge undertaking that we're doing. And it costs. It takes a lot of manpower. It takes a lot of execution. This is not easy work, because we're building it from scratch. We're literally creating this thing from scratch, something that's never existed before, ever. And we have quite a few buses. I mean, we don't have, hundreds and hundreds or thousands of buses on the road, but we have enough buses on the road that can cause confusion and can cause a slowdown in problematic situations. We haven't been sued, or we haven't had to go into lawsuit situations or get attorneys involved and all that type of stuff, but we could have, and we still could if we don't operate correctly. If someone slips and falls on the bus, or one of my buses hits somebody, or someone gets hurt or burned or damaged in one of our units, if anything happens out of the ordinary, I've seen situations where taco trucks park in parking lots of restaurants. Taco trucks park in the parking lots of restaurants, and they're told to leave, and they don't leave. And they're called, the police is called on them, and so on and so forth. Police tell them leave, they leave, and then they come back. And they do that frequently, and then they get lawsuits. They get sued, and they're going back and forth to court, and they're fighting. It's just that easy. It's just that easy. If you park in a parking lot that belongs to someone that has a barber shop or a beauty salon in that lot, if you park at a strip mall that has a renter or a lease agreement with a barber shop or a beauty salon or a chain like Great Clips or Pro Cuts or any, if they have a problem with you being there, here we go. You see what I'm saying? So there's a ton of different things that are out here that's coming. It's coming. And my job is to protect you guys while protecting ourselves. And the only way I can do that is if you guys are following my lead. If y'all are following my lead, I can protect. I can handle. I can do my job. But if you're out there ripping and running, doing whatever you want to do and doing it your way, I can't help you. I can't protect you. I can't look out for you. I can't do anything because you're on your own. You're out there doing it, Joe, however you want to do it. I do not advise at all. People are talking to the police all crazy and not letting the system work. I can't help you. You're out of order and you're doing things that I do not approve of you doing. Period. It's just not a good idea. So again, I know these shows are me just ranting and spitting out the information. I'm going to get it to where I can get this information relayed to you guys a little bit more succinct and efficient. We're working on it. But right now, especially with these times, I need to be on record. I need to be on record saying what I'm saying, advising, and letting everybody know this is how this thing works. And I have archive of me saying and doing that just in case we go to court, just in case somebody tries to sue us, just in case some mess jumps off. And we was in court today, this morning, but on a whole another matter on getting some progress done and actually coming up. But it could have very easily be a bad situation or very easily be something negative. When I'm going and being in that type of situation, I like to make sure that I have my ass covered. So all I do is continue to make these videos, continue to dialogue, and put up the information, my mouth to the camera, letting them know where we stand and what our position is. That way, when it is brought up, and it will be brought up, when it's brought up, it will not be a situation of, oh yeah, he didn't know anything about that. Well, yes, I did. I actually said it. Or, oh, he knew about it and he didn't do anything. No, I didn't know about it, and that's why I spoke on it, and that's the situation. I'm literally putting the whole company in a position of making sure that we're covered on as many angles as we can be covered on, so that if anything happens, we're good to go. Yes, ma'am. Miss Peaches, I got your application in. If you will, hold down because we got a bunch of applications came in. I told you guys yesterday, I think it was, that we had a few openings open up for July, for the 1st of July, and we had a bunch of applications get put in. We have to go through those applications. We do not just put you in anymore. Even if you put your application in and you send $1,000 in, we do not just put you into the program anymore. We've had to physically kick people out of the program. We've literally taken them out of the program and sent their money back and canceled their application because I can't say all the different things, but you don't want to do business with everybody. If you understand what I'm saying, there are people out here that you just don't, you should not do business with. And we've developed a knack in finding those individuals. We're getting quite good at locating problematic people, people who are not serious about the program, people who could be trouble or negative towards the program. We've been getting really, really good at finding those individuals, and as soon as we make note of that and bring it to the light, it comes right out. I told somebody the other day that they're not in. I'm not going to be able to get them into the program, and I sent their money back to them, and they cussed me out so bad. And I told my attorney for that department, I said, if this cat even blinks, I want him sued into oblivion. I want him to go out and trash the company. I want to sue for defamation. I want to sue for all kinds, because if you let people think that they can run over you, they'll try it. If you let people think that they can do whatever they want to do, they will try to do whatever they want to do. So my attorneys are vicious. They I ain't gonna say they like suing. I would say that their first interest is our company, making sure that we're secure and making sure that we run. If we don't run, if we don't exist, they don't exist. If we don't make money, they don't make money. Okay, so they are jealously protective of MOBALON. So if you're out here, spreading gossip or especially wrong things, if you're saying right things, I don't give a shit. I mean, say whatever you're gonna say, good or bad. If you're saying bad things about us, then that's my opportunity to see if we're doing something wrong or if we're doing something that we need to correct. I welcome that all day long. I wish you bring that to me. Bring it directly to me so that I can address it directly. But going all on social media and blasting out, especially if you're lying, I'm gonna get you. I'm gonna get you because you can go out there and this like they say, this is America. We got freedom of speech. We goddamn absolutely do, and I fight for that right. We doggone do got the freedom of speech. You can say whatever the hell you want to say. Just know that there are repercussions and consequences to what you say. Just know that. You can say whatever you want to say because we have freedom of speech. You can say whatever you want to say, but just know there's consequences to what you say. You see what I mean? You can go out there talking about you're going to blow up the White House if you want to. You can say it. But do not be surprised when FBI and IRS and CIA and FBI and EA and EIA, LMNOP, all of the alphabet boys show up at your front door. Do not be surprised. You caused that with your freedom of speech. You use your freedom of speech a little bit too freely. You didn't watch your mouth. You can say whatever you want to say, just know that there's repercussions to what you say. Watch what you say. Be careful with the language you use and the types of things that you jump onto. If you all in, then be all in. But if you half-ass in, don't. It'd be best to keep that to yourself. Because people are going to retaliate. People are going to come back and they're going to have something to say and do with what you're saying and doing. That's what's going on in the world. But Coach is coming. Coach is here to make sure that people understand, dude, you can't just say whatever you want to say. These white folk out here that just saying whatever they want to say in front of black folk, you need to watch your mouth. These black folk that's out here just saying whatever they want to say in front of these white folk, you can't do that. You need to watch your mouth. You can't do that. I'm running into a lot of things into a lot of situations where it seems like y'all are toddlers. It seems like y'all don't understand that that's not a good situation. You cannot just do and say whatever you want to do and say. This world this land is not that free. But I digress. It's the same situation as before. Everything has to do with your training, with your education, what you know and what you don't know. And that's why I make sure that everybody that's rolling with me, they're rolling with me. We are all on the same page. If there's something you don't know, ask me. If there's something you're unaware of, ask me. If you have a problem with something, bring it to me. It makes no sense to be running around mad about something and mad at me about something when I'm right here. All you gotta do is call me. My phone number is literally on the internet. On the internet. Most people don't do that. My phone number is on the internet. My 800 number is on the internet. My personal phone number is on the internet. That's because if I get phone calls I don't want, I just block them. I've had the same phone number for 23, going on 25 years. Same phone number, ain't changed. Ain't gonna change. I do not care because my blocking is very good. You can change your number and call from somebody else. That number gets blocked because it's just bloop, block, done. Simple as that. So yeah, my phone number is literally wide open. It's on the internet because I welcome people to contact me. As long as you're doing it respectfully, we can have a conversation all day long, no problem. We can talk till the cows come home, till the moon goes up and down. So it's same with the sun. I do not care. We will talk and get it done. We will come to some type of resolution to get this situation fixed. But if all you want to do is fight, then that's a different conversation. That's a different conversation. And again, I'm not saying because we have issues where people are just, doing dumb stuff. I'm just saying, or people that have issues with me, I'm just saying people are not conducting business the way they should be conducting business. And I have a problem with that. If you're not treating customers the way, I had a young lady who was just doing customers any kind of way. She just did her hair and leave. They're doing her hair whatever kind of way. They don't like it. So what? Get off the bus. They doing their hair. Oh, I didn't ask that. I don't like the way. Can you make this again? Nope. Out of time. Get off the bus. You can't do that. You can't do that. Not only do the customer have a problem with you, I have a problem with you. You can't do that. I had an individual that was literally telling me that's their, me. And it wasn't in a mean way. I don't think it was in a mean way. At least I didn't take it in a mean way, telling me that it's their bus. They're going to operate and run their bus the way they want to run it. And I'm all for that until you start doing shit you ain't supposed to be doing. Until you start harming the program. Until you start making us all in these mobile salon buses look bad. That's when we have a problem with. Because unless you pay for your bus and you're operating on your own, then you're in this group. You're on this team. And last time I checked, I've never seen a football team where you can literally take the ball and just run smooth off the field and run all the way to your house. That's not what is that? That's not even a thing. If you're playing basketball and someone bounced the ball to you, you can't catch the ball and then sit on the ball and then crawl around on the floor with the ball in your hand. And what are you doing? That's not a thing. You can't do whatever you want to do. You're on a team. You have to do what's best for the team. And you crawling around on the floor with the ball is not what's best for the team. You got to do what's best for the team. Do what you're trained, do what the whole team has trained and practiced to do. That's a simple thing. If you don't want to do that, then you need your own team. You need your own team. You need your own camp. You need your own sport. Because that sounds weird. That sounds really ridiculous. But there are people out here that is doing things that they should not be doing, and they're operating in a manner that hurts and harms themselves and the team. We will not have it. So for everybody else that's listening and watching, fear not. I'm still up behind the wheel, and I'm still in charge, and I will not have it. I protect this company jealously. I do not play it. I've never had to repo a bus. I've never had to take anybody physically out of the bus and kick them out, but I have removed people out of the program. I've had to literally take people out of the whole thing because they're a cancer to the system. That we will not have. Okay, thank you. All right, guys. That I just had to get that out there. I know we have other things on schedule, but that's something that I needed to get in the archive. So anytime I have to get something in the archive, y'all may as well turn the channel because I'm gonna cover as many of those points and as many of those angles as I can to make sure that it's covered. And later on down the line, when it's attorneys and lawyers time, we'll be covered. We'll be good. And you guys will be covered as well. So I do this for my protection, for the company's protection, and for your protection. All right, we'll be back on track. We'll be back on track, and we'll be absolutely where we need to be very shortly. Just give me a minute to put everything in place. And when you see us actually doing the program that I'm describing, you'll see all of what all the fuss was about. How about that? All right, guys. Thanks a lot. I will see you all tomorrow. I'm Ronnie Mac on the Shops Salons Network, the MrHairArt Network, and the new Mobile Salon Network, bidding you guys peace and blessings. Please take care of yourself. And if you can't, take care of someone else. If we all did that, we all will be taken care of. If you have not signed up to the Mobile Salon Network, go to MOBALON.com, MOBALON.com, and sign up. If you haven't donated, go to HHHcharity.org, HHHcharity.org, and sign up. And I keep forgetting, we have the other website, MobileHaircutsForHeroes.com. You can sign up. You can donate there as well, because we do haircuts for heroes as well. All right, guys, I will see you all tomorrow. Thanks a lot for everybody coming through. Please, everybody, be safe out there, and remember our motto: respect yourself, because image is everything. Peace.